the way this works is pretty simple. Anytime a volunteer messages or sends out an email to HRApp, it gets registered on the portal in this particular format. The volunteer name is also captured because because the volunteer is registered on MadApp, and the moment the person is registered on MadApp, the name will be displayed. We've linked the HRApp to the MadApp, and whichever city the volunteer is registered to on MadApp, the query will be displayed on the portal of that particular city only, right? So there are a lot of queries from unknown people. Basically, this means that the person has not been registered on MadApp. So it is as simple as that. Also, what we've also actively done is that we've tried to make the user experience, which is your experience, as simple as possible. So the way we have done it is that the moment a ticket comes to the portal, you just click on this particular. So suppose we want to click on ticket number 30. So the moment you click on this ticket, the screen which will be displayed is this. So the note shows that can we include how we narrowed down these three values and not in by indicative, not a mad value. So this is the query which has come in, right? This is basically a question and which is supposed to be answered by the person who has taken the session on values. So basically this is the context of the query. Now the moment a query comes to the portal, all you have to do is just mark the priority of that particular query. The priority is nothing but how important is it to keep, how urgent and important is it to keep the volunteer engaged to the system. So basically, so you can allocate a priority level to the query by clicking here, which will lead you to a drop down, and you can allocate a priority level on a scale of 1 to 5. The other pieces that you can also, you also have to create a query type which can be done by using this particular drop down. So it can be an operational query, big idea, it can be based on team dynamics, placements project, English project. So you'll create more query types. The moment you've done these two things, you just allocate this particular query to yourself by just clicking on this search and just type your name here. So for instance, you can, so suppose I wanted to allocate it to myself. So the moment I do that, an SMS is triggered to the originator of the query saying that, hey, you know what, Gaurang has taken up this query and it will be solved shortly. Also, one thing, whenever a query is registered on a portal, an auto-generated SMS is sent out to the person saying that, hey, your query has been received and you should be expecting a reply shortly. Now the rest of the process happens outside of it. So if this is about can we include how we narrowed down on these particular values and why not any other value. So what I typically do is that I'll go back to Jitin and just put this question to him, also put the name of the person who's put this query to him, and ensure that Jitin gets on a call with this person and addresses this particular question of his. And once I do that, once he does that, I get back to the person who sent in this query, and basically I speak to him that was he satisfied with his response or not, and is he all right now, and is he convinced about the values or not. And once that is done, basically I come here, I just quickly put my remark on the resolution, the way I went about the resolution, and so I can simply type it as, say, Jitin spoke to the volunteer and addressed his concern, and by the end of it, he was convinced about the three values, right? So the moment I put here, it's only after this will I be able to close this particular query, and I'll put it as resolved. The moment it is put as resolved, an email is triggered to the person who sent in this query, which will be nothing but a rating kind of an email, wherein he will rate his satisfaction with respect to the resolution on a scale of 1 to 5, and which will basically be the satisfaction with resolution of this particular ticket, right? So through n number of tickets which are generated for your city, there will be a satisfaction rating for each of these tickets. If people are not giving a satisfaction rating, then I would recommend that you call that person and ensure that he gives out his rating to us so that we can constantly improve, right? So basically this is the ticket tab. So now this is what a typical city portal page would look like. A stats page would be a magnified view of a city page, in that he will have access to tickets for all the cities for which the stat is responsible for, and my dashboard will have all the tickets which are generated across the country. So that is the only difference between our dashboards or the screen which we are able to view. Also, there will be certain graphs which are currently not displayed here, but there will be certain graphs which will be displayed, which will show a pie chart of the different types of queries which are getting logged onto the portal, a pie chart on the priority level of the queries which are logged onto the portal, and the average resolution time, and so all of these metrics which basically are indicators to the satisfaction with respect to the way resolution is being done will be shown in this particular dashboard. Binny is currently working on it, and it should be up by tomorrow morning. So basically this is what the system looks like, and not too complicated, and I'm sure if you guys navigate through it, you'll be able to manage this pretty well, right? Just remember this, that before owning the query, just mark the priority level and the query type, whichever category you feel it belongs to. If it does not belong to any of these categories, then I'll put in a query type as miscellaneous. You can mark it as miscellaneous, and the moment you do that, just if you want to own it, just sort of just come to this tab and own the query through this particular tab, and then finally, once it is resolved, just put in your remarks on the way you went about resolving it, and just put it as closed, which will trigger a rating email, and the query will be rated by the person who originated it, right? So that's about it. As simple as that. Good luck and Godspeed.